ultimately, I said yes to this because it was the only way I could get Josh Gad to stop texting me.
He did it. What?
To the Spaceballers, welcome to CinemaCon. I was told to say that. Is that okay? The Spaceballers?
Totally
Okay,
fine.
great. Josh, I'm going to start with you. This Josh Gad, sir. That's not going to be confusing
That's
at all.
Imagine set.
I know. This sort of kicked off a little bit with you. So talk about the script, talk about the moment, and let's say it, the balls.
It really started with Mel Brooks. It started with my childhood. I saw Spaceballs before I saw Star Wars. I was obsessed with these characters. I think I dressed up as Dark Helmet for like one of the first Halloweens I can recall. And I had wanted to work with Josh Greenbaum forever. We had done a little movie called Strays together. I had a little part in that movie. And I was like, if anyone's going to take the reins from Mel Brooks, this is the man to do it. Because not only is he so funny, but he's got pathos. And all the great Mel Brooks movies have that heart. And the inspiration for it was really this idea of looking backwards. Why do we look backwards so much? And how can we use that as a catalyst to tell a new Spaceball story that comments on sort of the state of cinema writ large and also Star Wars? And when these amazing people said yes, it was literally something I could have never imagined happening, but was thrilled.
This is where I'm going to take it to the other Josh, because the two of y'all together, but also you have to then get these folks to say yes. So how did that sort of happen? Because first of all, good job.
Well, I mean, we were so thrilled. I have to say it goes back to the other Josh. Is that right, Rick? I feel like luckily when we reached out, most of you guys were, I think, pretty game. Obviously, we wanted to tell you what the story was about, how we're reinventing it. I think Josh and Rick had many conversations, and what was it, Rick? We called it harassment that Josh did.
It was. I like pestering.
I like pestering.
Stalking.
Better than harassment. But ultimately, I said yes to this because it was the only way I could get Josh Gad to stop texting me.
I mean, that's where I'm going to it next, because I'm not going to lie to you. When I saw that Deadline piece, I was like, Rick Moranis, are you kidding me? You were my childhood. It's so great that you were back in this. But what was it like for all three of you, but especially you walking back onto the set, putting on the helmet, putting on the costumes again?
Every day felt kind of strange and surreal because so much time had passed. And I kind of couldn't believe that we were back doing it after all this time. It felt oddly like living life all over again in some way, but at the same time discovering new people and powerhouse talented new people. And we had a ball. It was just a ton of fun.
I really felt the love. I felt Mel Brooks on. I feel like they really were fans. They really are fans. They really know Mel and worked on the script with him a lot. So that mattered. It mattered that Bill and Rick said yes, because a lot of like offshoots or second films can sort of have the title, but they don't really have the heart and the soul of the first one. That happens, but not on this one. This had the heart, the soul, had Mel Brooks involved. And then, Vespa has a little more power in this one. She's not seen as spoiled. She's seen as, ooh, look out for her. Like she's grown into something really powerful, which I really loved.
I just want to hear that deep baritone. Back up.
Oh, you just may.
And then for you, sir, also walking back on the set, but then being able to bring literally a part of you with it. That also had to be a crazy moment.
Yeah, that was really good. And there was the father-son thing that was half there, which was Josh Gad carries the spirit of John Candy in a way that I've never met anybody else that had this sense of John. I met John and he looked out for me because that was my first movie. He had a joy about being in company with somebody that he enjoyed. And Josh Gad is like, who never got to meet him, somehow carries through the spirit in a new way, and I feel like that father-son thing parallels Lewis and my journey.
I mean, and that brings me to you, sir. Last question. I can only imagine what it's like to have, because the minute I saw you in like I think Lessons in Chemistry. I was like, that guy's a great actor, but then it's like, that's his dad. When are they doing a movie together? And now you're doing this. So talk about that and saying like everyone would be asking that question, and now you get to do it in one of the most iconic franchises to ever exist.
Yeah, we were just talking about it. It was like when we've always kind of been scheming about doing something together, and in our minds it was going to be like a father and son spreading his wife's ashes across the country or something.
I hope not.
Both on heroin.
Yeah.
Not in this one.
And the Oscar goes to
Real commercial.
And then this came our way, and you were already on board, and I just assumed that I was like, I'm going to be playing you in the past or something, and I was like, this is such a totem for me for what film is, and growing up around this thing, it was very much like how I was introduced to what movies are, and so I was like, I can't touch this. This is just too sacred grounds. But then I read it, and I was like, oh, Jesus, this is way too good. I can't not do this. Please let me in. And then it's just like, I mean, I was so quiet all the time because I just like you just soaking up all these incredible iconic stories from incredible iconic actors and who I grew up worshiping, and then getting to work with my pops in a way that was actually like strangely scarier than probably the Mother's Ashes movie that we are never going to do because it's comedy, it's out of our zone, you know. So it ended up being the best gift ever.
best quote that you get shouted out. Really quickly, you three.
Oh, he shot my hair.
That's
Son
it.
of a bitch.
For you?
I see your Schwartz is as big as
Live.
I see your shorts.
This is as big as